So, at the risk of repeating myself, I might as well just put this disclaimer out there right now that if I repeat myself, you're just going to have to forgive me because memory is one of my issues right now. Um, so, the way I process information also has been affected, and like I can read something right now, and not even know what I just read. And I know a lot of people have that problem. I actually had that problem in school, just not to the degree that I have it now. So it's like, even like simple directions on a bottle, things like that, I'm like, oh my goodness, I gotta go over and, get some help on this. So, that's one of the things that I'm dealing with. Um, my story kind of starts, well, if I had to go way back, it would be when I was 10 and I had mono, and I've just never been the same since, to energy wise or anything like that. I have had some periods of time in my life that I've done really well, and incidentally, those times are when I like get away from doctors. And I just do like supplements and eat good and stuff like that. So I'm working on just really trying to do that right now while I'm having to see doctors, because I kind of feel like I might really need to be doing what they tell me to do right now to save my life, maybe. So, but throughout my life, I've had, good and bad periods of fatigue, but I would say starting in 2016, it started hitting me again, and rightly so. I probably, I was headed for a divorce. I was wanting a divorce, and my husband at the time had a stroke and a heart attack during my planning stages. And so that was put on the back burner. And I think there was a lot of stress around, his life and whether he was going to make it or not, and a lot of confusion in my heart and mind and stuff, and maybe this is going to change him or whatever. I had been on a few years kick of self-improvement and self-care and self-healing, and I had gotten to the point where his vibe was just not helping me anymore. It was actually causing me to stay stuck where I didn't want to be. So anyways, about 2016, I started to get the fatigue hitting me again, and it may or may not have been triggered by my ex-husband's, or now ex-husband's, health issues at the time, and the trauma and drama that we were going through with that, because he almost died not once but twice. But I was having to go home and take naps during my lunch hour at work and stuff, and I've had to do that for a long time. And then something that I didn't really realize I was doing, and I look back on it, and I was starting to compensate for some deficits that I was having that I didn't realize I was having. And so all of my work that I did at work, was like making lists and to-dos and step-by-step instructions, knowing that I knew the stuff, but there was times when I actually had to think, oh, where did the information go? Because the information was just missing. And I didn't realize it. I just realized it looking back, but it wasn't a lot, like it wasn't all the time that I felt like that. It was just periods of time, probably high stress times, I would imagine. Anyways, my boss at the time had the foresight to help me get into some coaching, life coaching, which helped me immensely. And it actually helped me to see that, my relationship had been over for a long time. I was just a caregiver at that point, and it wasn't helping me at all to stay, but my heart was like, I feel guilty, So the fatigue has just gotten a little bit worse as time has gone by. I moved home was having a lot of fatigue during the move. And I just kind of thought, well, it's because of the move, you know. But some days it was extreme. And I had people coming to help me during that time. And I was like, I couldn't hardly manage what I needed to do. Like getting rid of things and making decisions was almost more than I could handle. And it really put me under. As soon as I got done getting out of my house, I took a few days. It was hard. I really crashed. I remember that because I had moved into a little store that one of my friends had there in Eager, and I just took a leave. You know, I just had to really kind of catch my breath. So I moved down here. I got a job, a really good job. I was so grateful to my employers that were being very patient with me. The lady that I was replacing was training me during this time, and I was falling asleep during my training. And I think I might have mentioned that before. But that was kind of alarming to me because, I mean, I didn't do it on purpose, you know? I mean, I wasn't just sitting there being lazy. Oh, I don't care about this. I was trying to absorb all this information. And I just was really fatigued at that time as well. And I wasn't able on some of those days to go home and take a nap and rest like I needed to, you know? And those days were tough. Those days were really tough. COVID hit me. I was hired on that job in October, and COVID hit me in November, middle of November. And after I got done with COVID was very mild for me. I had maybe 2 days of tough symptoms where I just kind of got a little panicky with my breathing and stuff like that. But overall, my COVID experience was not bad at all. But afterwards, I started really falling down. Like, I was really having some difficulty thinking. The brain fog came on. It was tough. It was tough. And then I had some other symptoms, which led to me going in and getting looked at, and they found that, you know, possibly the left ovary was causing me some problems and needed to come out. And sure enough, it was cancer. Thank goodness it was a slow growing type of cancer, and they were able to take it out. But unfortunately, that was already outside of the ovary area, so it was stage 2B. So now I get to be watched every 3 months for reoccurrences of cancer in other parts of my body. But they were really sure that it was just going to be benign, you know, the whole time. Even after surgery, she came in, she says, everything looks good, everything looked benign. 2 weeks later, back in the hospital with an infection from my surgery, and she came in and said, we need to talk about your pathology, and gave me the news. So I think that from there, it was just like, oh my goodness. And I had been let go from my job because of the inability to really perform up to the standards that they needed me to. And I don't blame them. It was terrible timing, and I really wish that they would have given me some time to get over my surgery and, you know, be able to take advantage of the benefits of having a, you know, short-term disability during that time. But it is what it is. It's over, past, done. I am now unemployed. I have no money coming in. I have food stamps that I get my food with, and I have family that helps me with my travel trailer here. My dad pays for my electric. I have medical, of course. And it's been difficult now that I have just that medical and not the insurance from my work. I had a really good insurance policy and very good insurance, and I really miss that because since then I feel like the ball has been dropped on my health a lot, and things don't get approved as easily, and it's tough. It's really tough. Anyways, this is tough. Being able to sit here and share is really tough. And in my house it's too dark, so I had to come out here. I was headed to town anyway. I need to go back today because yesterday was cut short by aura that came over my eyes, and my head started feeling like a bowling ball, and I needed to get home, get into bed. But I'm gonna try again and go get some allergy medication from Walmart, and able to do that because of donations that have come in to help me, and I am so grateful. I just want you all to know that I am super grateful for that, because it has been a whole lot of suck lately. And my parents have given and given and given, and they really don't have that much to give. They have fixed incomes, of course, you know, and it's not much. So I feel like I've been kind of a drain on them. I know that the utilities have bumped up about $300 a month, and hopefully that'll go down in the winter when it's not as hot, but it's been hard to be a burden on people. And I will say that I'm grateful for my kids that have been there for me. I have one that's got a little bit resistance and hasn't really been 100% engaged in caring about, you know, where I'm at. He just has the mind of, you just need to push yourself, you know? And I'm like, dude, I can't push myself. If I push myself, I'm down, and it just causes more problems. When you have chronic fatigue, you cannot push yourself. It doesn't work. Building up doesn't work. I've tried it, and it's knocked me down every time. So hopefully I will get there. I mean, I do try, you know, from time to time to kind of push a little bit and see if I'm going to be able to start building up again. But right now, it just knocks me down very quickly. Like yesterday, all I did was meet with my son and daughter-in-law, go to a store, and then there was a trigger. Probably just using my brain to do the work, you know, with my kids, which they don't realize is really hard for me. It's a struggle. But that, and just being out and going around and driving and stuff, I think it was just too much yesterday. So hopefully today it'll be better, because it's overcasty, it's very nice and cloudy, and it's rainy in places, and the temperature of my car is only 82 degrees. So I'm hoping this is going to be like really good. I'll be able to get some things done. And 73 See? Degrees. There you go, 73 degrees on my watch says, but my car says 83. Anyways, I hope some of this helps somebody. As you know, I didn't sleep well last night, but I did get some sleep. I went back to sleep at 6 o'clock this morning, according to my watch, and woke up at 9:30. And so I do feel pretty refreshed right now and pretty good. I feel like I can do this, so that's why I'm gonna go do it. Then I'm gonna get myself back and resting, and hopefully be able to go visit with my parents this evening and feel like being engaged in that process. I really do enjoy having my parents right here. They are a huge support, and I've bonded with them in ways that I couldn't have otherwise. I love being able to be there for them in whatever way I can. Like mixing up a bowl of, you know, ice cream to put in the freezer, or something like that, or making them tacos some days. Able to do that once in a while, and I really enjoy pulling weeds, and for the most part, I did that with my dad. Ooh, that was yesterday, huh? No wonder I had such a whacked out day. I forgot about that. So I have to be careful. I love to pull weeds, especially when it's been raining and they're easy to pull out, and it's just so satisfying. But bending over to do that is a huge trigger for me. So it's like, I gotta be careful, you know, balance. I have to balance the love of being able to do something. But so I'll just usually, as I'm walking along, just try to do a little bit here and a little bit there. But on days when I'm not, I know that my head's already triggered, I don't try to do that. I don't try to do anything like that. So right now I am just putting out videos that are not edited. So sorry about that. I haven't figured out how to do that yet. If anybody wants to help me, that's great, but I don't have the ability to do that right now. Learning something right now is very difficult. I've tried, doing the affiliate marketing thing. I, I, I don't know. There's just something that's disconnected there. I've tried door dashing, like I said, and that didn't work out too good. But, something will come along. Anyways, talk to you guys later.